Tyler officials say 4th of July fireworks do not mix with that storm debris, saying they could easily ignite debris piles. KLTV7's Madeline McCrory explains.
The city of Tyler urges residents to not use fireworks following recent storms. For the safety and comfort of our community, using fireworks within city limits without a permit is not allowed. The hazard is especially high with the high temperatures drying out storm debris still scattered across the city.
Today, tomorrow, and Thursday are going to be expected to get up to 100 degrees. That dries out our vegetation very fast. So everything's going to be dry around here. It's not going to be wet, so sparks are going to ignite things very easily.
Since the city will not be picking up solid waste on Thursday, they may not be able to pick up yard waste this week, including brush, limbs, and leaves from the storms if they don't have enough space in their trucks.
With yard waste, we always want people to know during the holidays, because of heavier trash, so really that Friday collection, crews might not be able to pick up the yard waste.
With storm debris still being found across Tyler, setting off fireworks makes for a greater risk of fire. The fire marshal wants people to know that fireworks are always dangerous, even if you are going outside of city limits. You need to take proper precautions.
Just make sure that you watch your kids. That's the main thing. Adults usually know the safety precautions, but kids never do. You want to make sure of your surroundings. Make sure that the shells that you're popping off are not going onto someone's house or someone's property.
Instead of shooting off your own fireworks, the fire marshal recommends saving your money and going to one of the professional shows instead. Madeline McCrory, KLTV 7 News.
And if you're found shooting fireworks in city limits, you could face a fine of up to $2,000.